2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to striding the fairways with this week's featured groups. There's a sense of heightened competition this week because the player in question has mentioned that he is starting up a rivalry with his playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like he's trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. Well, I'm going to say good luck.
Absolutely, Luke. Will Zalatoris is a player of the future. When we talk about young players who are confident and have every single attribute that you could possibly want for, Will Zalatoris comes to mind, and that's not someone that I would want to be going up against if it was me.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Going with the pitching wedge here.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
That was special.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. These are on rails, looking good.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. That could play. That was a beauty. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Time for the 5th shot. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle.
Pretty good shot there.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This looks to be heading to the green.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck Will Zalatoris with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. Currently 4 under for the event. Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This 4th is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, great shot. Holes out for a birdie. That'll help make a big move. Time for the second shot here at the fourth. A birdie putt awaits. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 5 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Oh, almost went in. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
They can't quite see the green here, Luke, because it's elevated, it's much higher. They're definitely going to have to club up.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Sitting at -8 for the day. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's pretty tidy. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Currently 9 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one is right down the pipe. A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie.
Gotta like their chances from there.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary? Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Good shot there, Beamer. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well done. Take the birdie. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Now, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here at the 10th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Great looking shot this. This player's dialed in. What a shot. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
It's looking solid.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
Yes! It's almost like the golf ball had eyes and it went straight where it belongs, in the hole.
And back to the play, shall we? Second shot here on the 11th. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Just 3 feet to the cup. Okay, let's head to the next. Sitting at -13 for the round. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one, not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
A tidy looking shot, that one. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Oh, that one just missed the hole.
This is what they do week in, week out. This rivalry, I mean, it's got to have been expected.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one heading towards the green. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Well, that's beautifully judged. Good look at a birdie here. Hey, that's a chance. That's inside the range. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Well struck. Time for the second shot at the 14th. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
A putt for a place in the top 10. He finds himself in a share of 7th. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Handy effort, that one. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, lovely shot into a few feet. Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the 15th.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
A 7-footer right here.
Better than most.
Oh, well played. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Reached the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
Lovely effort, that. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's get back to it, shall we? Playing this shot from 120 yards. Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for a par here. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
You like that, didn't you? Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
That's frustrating. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently sharing 8th position. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short 3rd shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Going with the 5-iron here. This is looking pretty good in the air. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And this putt to move into the top 5. And another round safely in the books.